What's up? Divinity Jam back again. Doing your weekly for my Scorpios. What's going down, Scorpios? Getting your energy out for the week. August 6th through the 12th. Got another new moon, y'all. New beginnings coming. So if you felt like that full moon, hit a number on you. There's a new beginning coming. Usually behind that full moon comes that next new moon brings the new beginning to it. If it has not already, I think it's on the way for you, Scorpio. Let's see how this energy is playing out for you this week. All right, my 9 cards for you. Been mixing it up with the Crystal Visions and the Vision Quest. Just getting some overall clarifiers for you. And then I'll pull that Astrology Black Moon card at the end for you. Bottom of the deck has the 5 of Swords in the upright. So just feeling like you took a quick 2 stabs to the back. And then he walks off, that dude walks off and looks at her and looks back like, He stabbed her and he knows why he stabbed her too. So that person with 2 quick stab wounds, she's a gas. But she knows what she got stabbed for, to me, at that moment. Like, she ain't running him down, trying to chase him down. And he's walking off looking like, you damn right I stabbed you. And she's she's there with the little shock, but the knowing of why. The knowing of why, to me. That 5 of Swords, she knows why she got stabbed. He got his other 3 swords and he went on about his business. Let's see what this is going to be about for you. 7 of Pentacles is out, Scorpio. First card out, upright, 7 of Pentacles. So to me, you just done a lot of gathering right here. She's picked all this fruit. Now she's tired. So she's just sitting down, chilling right now, resting. And while she's resting, there's pentacles all around her. So her wealth is still there. She doesn't have to worry about where it's going to come from. It's still around her. With the 7 of Pentacles, just being concerned, I think about making sure we have everything we need. And there's a good portrayal of you definitely having everything you need. So much to where you're tired. You've been working on making sure you have those things and mentally thinking about it so much. But the Pentacles are all around you with the 7 of Pentacles. They're all around you there because you've done enough work to bring those in. This is the 8 of Swords. Feeling held back and feeling trapped, to me. Just a whole lot of drama, feeling like you're wrapped up in, but it's just not what it seems. It's not what it seems when I see this 8 of Swords card out, because of how they have her trapped and how they have her. It's very easy to get out of. It's very easy. You just need to see that what's holding you back, or what feels like has you trapped, is not, a tough barricade to get out of. It's some birds and some swords you can move around very easily. So maybe the financial situation or this situation, whoever felt like they stabbed you up, didn't stab you quiet, as it wasn't as bad as you thought it was going to be. Those little stab wounds to the back. You're able to get up out of this situation easier than you think. Tower's falling in reverse. So either way the Tower comes out, I feel like it's coming for change. It's coming to change the situation. Would it be in reverse? Maybe the situation hasn't changed as of yet. But to me, either way that I look at it, the Tower is falling when the Tower comes out. I don't care how you flip it in reverse or not, the Tower is falling. So the structure of what was going down is changing. Yeah, even in reverse, it's coming down even quicker in reverse. So the whole thing needs to fall. The whole thing needs to fall. It's a good thing for the Tower to come down because it moves out the clouds. I mean, it moves away your cloudiness to allow a space for your sunshine to come in. This is why we need the Tower to come. We need that structural foundation to fall down so that we can rebuild a new, better one. The Tower falls only for you to be able to build up yourself, your surroundings better, bigger, better. So the Tower's falling. Judgment is in reverse though. So you haven't made a decision on exactly what you want to happen after this Tower falls. And then your 7 of Cups I see is in reverse right behind that. So your happiness, what will bring you the most ultimate joy in life, you still haven't figured that out. Like you don't know. You don't know yet. And you're still deciding, which is okay. Which is okay. Just the Tower is falling to make room for whatever you decide. Whatever you decide. is making you feel this way, like you're riding on a magical, powerful dragon that can't bring you down, and you riding on a wonderful rainbow towards your happiness. You haven't made judgment on what exactly would make you feel that way, what exactly is bringing you happiness. But you do, with the Six of Swords, to me, see the need to go towards a path that's going to bring you happiness, that's going to bring you fulfillment when that tower falls down. So to me, this is you looking towards the new path, looking towards the light, when you get that clarity to just pick up your swords and follow. She's just like, she just heard something coming from that direction, or she just sees that light out in the distance, and she just knows, okay, I'm going to pick up my swords and I'm about to go that way. That's that mental moment of clarity that she gets with the Six of Swords. It's clarity. She just knows she has to go that way. She knows. She wasn't sure before here which way, but you're going to get that moment, I feel like, this week where you figure it out. You figure it out. Figure out how to get out of this. You know your pinnacles are going to be fine. You've already gotten there. But the tower's falling so that you can make a decision, I feel like, of what you want, and so that this energy is gone. So that this type of energy is gone. Because I'm looking down here, and here is the Ten of Swords in reverse. This is feeling like you were stabbed all up in the back. 10 swords to the back. Not just the 2 swords here, but now the 10 swords here to the back, you're feeling like. But it was in reverse. So you know that this is not somebody stabbing you and leaving you for dead. You know why you took these stab wounds. You know why. And so you're reserving judgment on exactly what you want to happen. Now that the situation is being changed, you have the clarity to go and follow what's in your own best interest. And then here it is, building up those comfortable surroundings, building that up all over again. She's got a castle back there. We're talking about a castle. Her wolf is up there. She's chilling with everything valuable around her. She has just comfortable surroundings. There's a deer over there chilling. Strength, peace, tranquility she has. Inner strength, intuition, wisdom she has. Pinnacles all around. So outside and crystals all around, which is inside. So on the outside and inside, it's just picture perfect right here. It's picture perfect. And that's what you want next. That's what you desire next. But the Lovers is in reverse. I feel like it goes along with these. You don't know who is the ultimate happiness here, but you know you want the ultimate happiness. So you're in the driver's seat right now. You're deciding. But this is clarity. This is clearly walking towards what is in your best interest. Clearly walking toward it, because the tower is not falling for you to be indecisive and going back and forth. And the tower's not falling for that. The tower's falling for you to clearly hear and see which path to take. That's why the tower falls. And it's the path towards your most comfortable. You know, the best desired outcome you can have when it comes to stability is that 10, and wealth, that 10 of Pentacles, when it comes to what you want to build for yourself financially. The King of Cups flipped right over in reverse, while the Lovers are in reverse. This is emotionally, to me, still not making that decision of who you want to share that love with. Who do you want these happy surroundings with? You still haven't decided. Some of you Scorpios, when the tower falls, who do you want to build this new environment with? Page of Wands is in reverse. She sends up to me. She's sitting on her own power, number one, not realizing that the power is already there. But she sends up a prayer. But everything she needs is already in this picture, so I don't know what she's praying about. But just something to maybe make her feel at ease, make her, you know, she's in meditation type of mode. So there's 3 candles up under there, crystal ball up under there, but she's not looking at the crystal ball. She's playing her music and she's sitting on the dragon, who looks like he's sleeping. He's sleeping. So that being in reverse can go a lot of different ways depending on your situation. But for those of you who have not made a decision, I feel like that's the reason why you're not using your power. And what your power is, as the Magician would show you, is you have the power to create these situations in your life, and you do create them based off of your energies. So when you decide who and what is in your own best interest, that's when this Lovers card comes back upright because you're making that decision. You're extending that offer to someone, and then they have free will to decide whether or not they want that back in their lives. So if that's the person that you want to build these comfortable surroundings with, you have to make that decision head over heart. You have to decide based on who's best for you, who would give you the most even exchange of it, and who would benefit you as far as the goals that you want to accomplish in life, that will make you a stronger person in that way, instead of just choosing. Queen of Wands is out. So she is confident on the inside, more so about the actions that she's taken. She's very confident, so she just takes these actions. She has no second thought about why she's taking the action. That's why the eagle is up there all large and wise for her. Is guiding above her. She's always led by wisdom, but her inner strength is so strong. That's why it's glowing on that stick. That's her inner strength. It's not any decision that she makes on a whim, so much like the King of Wands. The Queen of Wands, I feel, knows herself more on the inside. She relies more on her own inner strength versus just passion and desire to go ahead and accomplish things. It's thought out. It's thought out with clear vision, while there's crystal balls all around her. It's well thought out, and she's an inspiration when she's doing it at the top of her game. She inspires others. It's that type of energy you need to embody along with the magician, to create and bring about the things in your life that you want to bring about, and not just expecting these things to flow to you. Four of Swords is out in reverse as well, just in chill mode, kind of thinking. Either way, in the reverse or the upright, I feel like that's chill mode, just thinking about it before we act. Or you just run out and do something because you see the tower falling. Why is the tower falling? So that you can get to this new tower here. But to build up a new tower with the same old bad problems that they had in this old tower, now that wouldn't be wise right there. But building it up with something new, something stable. Once again, believing in ourselves, believing in our ability to create it the way we want it, believing in our abilities to be there for someone else. Because the Knight of Wands, I feel like, has to gain that knowing in his abilities. He has to gain that strength because he hasn't had it yet. He doesn't have the glow on his wand that she does. She's got that red glow. His is still clear, like he's unsure. He hadn't got that clear fire in him that says this is what it is. His wand isn't lit all the way yet. But he's going to go anyway, but he's looking scared and sad about it. He's going to do it, but it's just not the confidence that the Queen of Wands has on her. It's not that confident feeling, that knowing of what to do next is not just there. But it's coming to you, I feel like, Scorpio. You're going to find it, because it's just a matter of deciding what you want and being sure about it and why. So you go over those things in your head and decide that these are the things you want to bring into your life and why, and how they're going to benefit. Is it an even exchange? Are you putting in just as much as they are? Are they putting in as much as you are? And is this even? That's the thing that's going to be successful when it comes to love, to make that Lover's card go from reverse to upright. But once you know who it is that you love, that's part of the game. You got to know who it is that you love and who would be this person. Or sometimes when we put that energy out there, we just ask whoever we believe in, God, Spirit, to direct that person towards us, direct that person that's in our own best interest towards us, or guide that person toward us a little bit more sometimes, because we need help seeing. That's when you pray for that clarity. Page of Swords is out and she's in the upright. This is the type of energy where you are learning who you are and what you want and what's in your own best interest. Learning to listen to your intuition, learning to rely on your own thoughts versus what preconceived thoughts you had in your head or what others say, or think about. It really doesn't matter. It's what you think about yourself and the type of person that you're trying to be at this point in your life. Who are you trying to be? Page of Swords is also known for telling people off. So you can get it or the other person can get it. That can go either way this week, depending on who's in the right and who's in the wrong. But it's the righteous person that is the Page of Swords at the end of the day. The righteous person who has the right to tell the other person about themselves will be getting told about themselves sometimes when that Page of Swords is out. Let's get another clarifier for my Scorpios. Queen of Cups is in reverse, though. So just reserving Judgment. You haven't decided who's in your best interest yet when it comes to love. You haven't decided. When you do, Scorpio, continue to go towards with that Six of Swords energy, just what the best path is to bring you to happiness. But it's got to be within you first. It's got to be within you first. You can't just feel like you're going to know yourself better once the other person is there and they show you better. No, you have to be the better person first, and then it'll aid and assist in bringing that special person towards you, because you are now deserving of that energy, and then the person presents themselves to match you. But if your energy is indecisive, you're going to attract indecisive. They're not going to know what they want because you don't know what you want. That type of stuff. All right. Accumulation. Eight of Air, once again, which is the same as the Eight of Swords. This is the drama that you're tied up in. This is like the car where the birds were holding the string. You can't see the way to get out. Same exact card, different deck, different drawing, but same energy. You can get out of this. This storm will pass. This bird is protected through it, and the storm will pass. Accumulation. So the things that you want to bring in, the new love, the new foundation, the wealth, the money, all those types of things will come to you once that storm passes. Once that storm passes. But we cannot expect things to get better that we already have been through trial and error, and we know they're not going to get better. So if your decision involves anything that you already don't even need to put in there, don't even ask. Would it be all right if you know and you have been through that storm already, and you know that storm was not in your best interest, do not even make it an option in you deciding in your new way you already know whether or not it's a good decision for you. You already know. So those type of things you don't even have to continue to put your energy into. You know it's not that. You know it's not that, then don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. This is about learning from our past mistakes and healing from our past mistakes. So if you're repeating cycles, then you make it come back around. It's not going to get any better because you do it again. It's actually going to come back harder and worse because you do it again. So just bad ideas, if you're reconsidering anything that in the past was not a good idea, it's still not a good idea. Still not a good idea. That's not going to return you any new results. It's only going to return you the same old bad results that it did in the first place. So if that's what we're going back and forth between when we haven't made a decision yet when it comes to love, which is what I see you're still desiring to bring in love. And I see growth. I see growth. But definitely there's no growth here. So if it's not a situation where it ever brought you any type of growth or returned you any positive results, if it always seemed to create more drama and interference in your life than it did happiness, that ain't the one. Just point blank, that ain't the one. But if it's the love you've been desiring to grow something with, to return you some results, and you just weren't doing your part or putting, your effort into it, and it didn't return you any results, now you can start to put more effort into those things for it to return you the results that you've always wanted. But if it was that old thing, I'm just saying, everything always in divine order. Everything. So this series of events happened for you to get to your happiness, to eliminate the thing that was causing you stress, the storm, the drama, to eliminate that Eight of Swords energy and bring you, some better feelings. Because, to eliminate this is Nine of Air energy. This would be Nine of Swords. This is hurt feelings. This is disappointments. This is not the desired outcome that you wanted. And, if it's a situation where we're trying to decide if we want to stay with something or leave something, if it's something that was causing you hurt feelings and feeling of depleted energy and wasting your time, then that's not even nothing to consider in this instance. Healing with the medicine man, emotional healing, and that cycle being complete for you. That cycle being over. It's time for that cycle to be over for you. Clear decisions for you, Scorpio, need to be made so that you can bring harmony back into your life. But whatever that was, that's not even an option. Like I'm saying, it's not even an option. Anything that you were doing in the past that wasn't fulfilling, then you know not to even put that option back up there as an option. It's not working for you. It's not going to work. It's not going to bring you any fulfillment. It's not going to grow anything. It's a dead sunflower seed that ain't never coming back. Let's pull your Black Moon astrology card. Get some overall energy for the week. Wrap up your reading. My Scorpios. Make your overall energy is Scorpio. We got that lunar eclipse, that change card back out. A little scary looking, but it's a lunar eclipse, which is what we just had, a lunar eclipse, and it's all about changes. Changes. Three things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. Attributed to Buddha. Buddha is one of Buddha principles. All right? You know that. Can't hide. The sun, the moon, and the truth will always come out. Always coming out. Lunar card and brief. Shifts, cycles, things brought out into the open. Changes, perhaps radical. Transformation, sometimes through crisis, but for the best. Diverging paths. Getting hit by a curveball when challenges turn up. Relationships that deepen, transform, or end. Feeling disoriented, not being sure of having made a correct choice. Big purchases, a new home. Change of residence in relation to a plan or a goal. Endings, exposures, sacrificing things, and giving up old habits. Sudden awareness or enlightenment. Possible medical operations. Changes in eyeglasses or contact lens prescriptions. Strange, puzzling dreams. Getting and receiving messages of a divine nature. Taking a calm, active approach to sudden developments. Corresponding card is the Five of Cups. And then the key ideas are inevitable change, bringing in the new, memory, and dissolution. So my Scorpio, cycles, changing, things being brought out into the open. So if we were doing stuff in a sneaky way or something, getting caught up, stuff like that happens during these lunar eclipse cycles, these changes. We get hit by a curveball, diverging paths, challenges coming up, relationships that deepen. I heard that in there. So just being more serious about choosing who you want and why you want that person in your life, choosing the better, between the better things, not being sure of having made a correct choice. So yeah, just choosing badly when it comes to love situations or stuff like that. Just new home or change of residence in relation to a plan or a goal. So I saw that in your reading, like deciding where you want to be and where you want to build up your pinnacle, so to speak, where you want to put your energy into money-wise, where you want to set your foundation up again and who you want to set that foundation up with. I see that going on. Definitely what you're trying to contemplate over. And then sacrificing things and giving up old habits. So repeating cycles, doing things the way we've been doing them and they're not working out. Like I said, if that person that we're contemplating back and forth between is that seven of earth type of energy, where it was the bird sitting on the dead sunflower seed. Now we ain't doing that no more. We're not doing that no more because you already know that's not in your best interest. Okay, so sudden awareness or enlightenment on things like that. I've been trying to force this situation and it's not even been in my own best interest. This is what got me in trouble and brought about this fight or all this stuff in the first place. Then yeah, it's those awareness moments, enlightening moments of understanding those things, getting and receiving messages of a divine nature. So things that are going to take you higher, things that's going to make your life better. And then taking a calm, active approach to sudden developments. That's all up and through there for you, Scorpio. So the ball's in your court. This is your life and your life decisions that you are making. So you are ultimately deciding on your own happiness at the end of the day. So choose wisely. It's about choosing wisely and seeing clearly what's in your own best interest and sticking with that path and taking that path toward the top. And if you are getting or receiving any type of divine messages this week through your dreams, pay attention to them always, evaluate them, break them down, see what it's trying to tell you, because the answers are sometimes very obvious and we're the ones acting like we don't see the answer. But it's about taking those actions that's in our own best interest and sticking to them, knowing why we take them and why this is going to help us become a better person in life. stuff like that. It's time to give attention to those types of things, Scorpio. So those changes were all made in order to push you down that path that you're supposed to take towards your desired outcome, which is the best possible outcome for you always. Not the worst, but the better one. So stick on the path that leads you to your happiness. Why would we want to take anything less? But sometimes we battle ourselves with these internal battles of what's good for us and what's not. So it's just being open and aware, and then taking into consideration the cycles that we've gone through, and whether or not we want to repeat them is up to us. So hope you enjoyed your reading, Scorpio. Until next time, all the info will be in the description box to book a personal reading and go on my website. Till next time.